Three receivers set for the Vikings. Snap is back. Potter, he's pressured again. He'll look to the far side of the field and has a wide open Josiah Blandon. He's all the way down to the Mountie 48-yard line. A big pickup there. Move the chains once again. I'm telling you, Brian, these receivers, Hampton and Blandon, what weapons.
Well, yeah, that's why they're committed to D1 schools already, SC in Colorado. And they're showing their talent here tonight against the number 1 ranked Mount SAC Mounties.
1st and 10, now at the Mountie 48, pass to the far side of the field, and the ball is intercepted by the Mounties.
That's what I'm talking about. Something to spark this team where you can kind of build off of it for the Mounties, and they did such a great job right there, reading Potter's eyes, getting in front of that ball, and that was
Aaron Simpson. He had the big interception a couple of weeks ago against Ventura, and he comes up big once again here.
Yeah, Aaron Simpson just read the quarterback's eyes on that throw, and he did a phenomenal job taking it out of the receiver's hands as well.
That is monumental for Mount SAC. They'll start at their own 44. 2:13 left to go before we hit the half. 26-14 LBCC. They finally get the big turnover. Snap is back. Allo. He'll throw to the far side of the field. He has a man, but the pass is incomplete. A flag does fly in, though. This looks to be a pass interference call against the Vikings.
Yeah, and expose their corners and DBs and safeties for Long Beach. Allo using the frame of Gilchrist, 6'6", and you said almost a foot taller than the DB out there at 5'7". So if you want to really attack this defense of Long Beach, go through the air. I mentioned maybe run the ball to open up that passing game, but they didn't even need to. They don't need to. They need to go through the air consistently and hopefully, tack on some more points before the half ends here, Chris.
So the PI against Long Beach City College will move the ball up to the Viking 41 for the Mounties. 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. The Mounties trail by 12. This is the first time all year they've been trailing, and obviously the biggest deficit. Might be the biggest deficit they trail by all season long. On a 1st and 10, Allo pressure dumps off a screen pass at Simpson, who gets down to the 40 for a pickup of 1.
So Long Beach adjusted to that screen pass to Simpson pretty well as they barely got to the line of scrimmage there.
I think you're going to see Mount SAC use as much of the clock as they can here to make sure this is the last possession of the half. And they'd like to add a score before the half, trailing by 12. Snap is back on a 2nd and 6. Allo will shoot one over the middle, and the pass is in and out of the hands of Tredante Hill. That's the 3rd drop tonight by a Mountie receiver. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Tredante Hill wasn't expecting that throw from Allo. He was right in between the seams for Allo, but he was still running his route. Allo, I think, released the ball prematurely there, and he wasn't ready for that pass.
3rd and 9. Clock will stop at 1:32 left to go before the half. 4 receivers set for the Mounties. 2 split out to each side. Snap is back. Allo pressured, steps up, fires, and the pass is once again in and out of the hands of Ryan Simpson. Incomplete. And the Mounties wideout are not helping out Justin Allo one bit right now.
Well, right now they're getting hit as they're about to catch the ball. And on a 4th and 9, it looks like Jabs is going to keep the offensive unit here and trusting Allo. Allo does have the time and the arm to make these passes. Unfortunately, right now, in the second quarter, his receivers are dropping the ball.
4th down. Ball at the LBCC 40. Clock at 1:27 left to go in the second quarter. Snap is back. Allo, 3-step drop. He'll fire to the far side of the field. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for Tredante Hill.
So that was another 4th down stop by this Long Beach City Vikings defense. A big confidence boost for a team that is not known for their defense, more so for their offense. So the offensive unit back out onto the field with plenty of time here in the first half, a minute 21 to be exact. So
just Coach Jabs is probably the best junior college head coach in Southern California, if not in the conversation to be the best coach in Southern California junior college football, but I'm not too sure about that decision right there.
Well, he wanted to build off of that pick that Simpson had before they took the field. They got a PI. They advanced the ball. They're kind of in no man's land again. So I understand that he wants to go for it and cut this deficit.
1st and 10. Potter will roll out to the far side of the field, throw on the run, and the pass is incomplete.
That was great coverage there by Aaron Simpson, who did have that interception on that last drive for Long Beach. 5'9", 165 out of Pasadena. Second-year player for Coach Jabs and the Mounties.
Aaron Simpson coming up huge with the interception, but the Mounties, they were unable to capitalize off of the turnover. 1:15 left to go before we hit the half. 26-14, Long Beach City College. The Vikings will get the ball first in the second half as well. Snap is back to Potter. Handoff. This is Bateman across the 45, across the 50, into Mountie territory. He'll dive down towards the Mountie 44. He'll pick up 15 on first down to move the chains. Four receivers set, quickly moving is that 2-minute offense for LBCC. Potter will set his feet, throw to the far side of the field. And guess who's there to bat it down? Aaron Simpson again. I tell you what, Aaron Simpson, who's just 5'9", is doing a fantastic job up against the USC commit, the supposed #1 junior college receiver in the nation, DeQuan Hampton. Four receivers set here for the Vikings. They have it at the Mountie 44. On a 2nd and 10, snap is back. Potter, he'll face some pressure, throw to the near side of the field, and the pass is incomplete. He was going for Josiah Blandon. The Vikings wanted a flag. They will not get one, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10. You can hear the displeasure from the home crowd.
Well, you can hear from them, but that was a clean play. They're asking for some help, maybe because Mount SAC got that PI on their last drive.
Here we go on a 3rd and 10. Four receivers set for LBCC. They have it at the Mountie 44. Mounties nearly jumped. Looks like they're going to bring the house here. They love to blitz. They do. The handoff is to Bateman. Bateman gets inside the 40 down to the 39, but he's going to be short by about 6 yards of that first down marker, and that clock going to run down under 40 seconds now. Mount SAC with just one timeout remaining before the half. And LBCC going to go for it here on a 4th and 6 at the Mountie 40.
We'll see if Mount SAC can return the favor, as the Long Beach City defense has stopped Allo on 2 4th-down conversions.
Clock now under 20 seconds left to go. LBCC looking to have the final shot at extending their lead before the half. They lead 26-14. And at the very last moment, as the play clock was down to 1, the Vikings will call their second charged timeout of the half. They'll have one left with 9 seconds left to go, and you'd expect this to just be a heave to the end zone or a pass to get in field goal range.
Yeah, 9 seconds, I would assume that they would just go straight for the end zone. You know, Potter's done a great job staying and scrambling around and staying on his feet and then distributing the ball. So he'll have plenty of time to work here right before the half ends.
The Mounties will be trailing heading into halftime for the first time all season. And it comes on the road here to the #2 team, Long Beach City College, showing that they could very well be #1 if they can hold this 12-point lead. The Vikings have elected to send out Jesse James, the punter, instead of going for it here on a 4th and 6 at the Mountie 40. Mounties will drop back nobody to return this kick. I'm just going to come all out here on the punter, Jesse James, who stands at 5'4", 150, freshman out of Banning High School in Wilmington, California. Snap is back. The Mounties bring some pressure, but James will get it off, and it will take a hop at the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and it's down right at the 1, but that's not going to matter because time expires here in the first half from Long Beach City College. It's the number 2 Vikings with a 26-14 lead over the Mounties as we hit halftime. It's going to have to be a comeback effort for Mount SAC.
Yeah, 12 points is doable. It's not ideal being down at all, especially against a number 2 team, as you're ranked number 1 in Southern California in the Central Division. So Mount SAC will definitely have to do some adjustments here to compete in this second half. Their defensive unit, they're out on the majority of the first half, so I imagine they need to replenish and rehydrate very much so this halftime. Aloe, aside from a couple drop passes on some fourth down potential catches there for Mount SAC, has had a decent half. More so, no picks, 2 touchdown passes.
His incompletion number, that's indicative of all of his receivers dropping those passes, which should have been caught. If you're Mount SAC and you're in that receiving core, you really got to step it up here come the second half. It's not like the Mounties are having any sorts of problems getting open. They're getting wide open. Aloe's throwing the ball right on the money. It just goes in and out of their hands, it seems, every single time when it has to happen.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, but, it is what it is. It's a drop pass. It's an incomplete pass. There's no progression in that drive specifically. So they'll have to grin and bear it and take this deficit by 12 points, down 26-14 at halftime, and make their adjustments on both sides of the ball and come out in the second half and play their Mount SAC football game.
We'll give you stats, scores, and even a little bit of a preview of what needs to happen for Mount SAC to come back in this game. They trail 26-14 at the half. We'll step aside, come on back for the Mountie Football Radio Network halftime report from LBCC Veterans Memorial Stadium in Long Beach, California.
Who is the team to beat in the National Football League as we begin preseason action? NFL insider Robert Dieters is up next on National Sports. The story of the 2013 Major League season has been the resurgence of the Dodgers, led by Yasiel Puig. How realistic of a shot does Los Angeles have at making the World Series? Jason Gerline leads the roundup next on National Sports. Your presentation of National Sports is brought to you by Spreaker.com. Broadcast and listen to news, radio, and music with one low monthly rate. Your show will be right back after this word from your local stations. You can contact National Sports in a number of ways, through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with the label National Sports. We love to have you guys a part of our show and can easily join us also through text or call. You're listening to the National Sports radio station on Spreaker.com. America's pastime of baseball is changing as we know it into a sport we've never seen before. Where is the game headed in the next few years? Major League correspondent Cameron Sadeghi has the answer to that question next on the National Sports radio station from Los Angeles, California.
Hi, this is Sam Rosen, and I'm here with Sam's Situation.
Good afternoon and welcome into the corner. It's Chris's Corner here on Spreaker.com, a National Sports affiliate.
Hello and welcome to the Cameron Sadeghi Show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Deep Sports Talk League. This is affiliated with National Sports.
Cameron Sadeghi, Chris Sylvester, Sam Rosen, Andrew Goldstein, Daniel Levy, and the entire broadcast crew with Commissioner Robert Dieters. You are live from National Sports radio station in Los Angeles, California.